Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm very excited to go ahead and go over this 2.0 version of the BNB strategy. This is bread and butter 2.0, guys. This is going to be amazing for you to know, and especially with the first version, it works really well. And recently, price action has showed us more indication to actually make this strategy an extra 2% win rate. So literally, it would come out to around 93% win rate backtesting at the moment. Astonishing. If you guys want to see some backtesting results, join the Discord down below. I'm going to show you guys this. This is insane right now. Price action has been giving us these amazing price setups, and I'm going to go ahead and run this down for you. As of Friday, May 23rd, gave us a perfect setup to go long here. Let me go ahead and run this down for you and run over the whole strategy of the bread and butter 2.0. If you guys enjoyed this, hit the like and hit that subscribe because this is going to be astonishing for you to know and really valuable. And I'm giving you this for free. So just hit the like, hit that subscribe button, guys. I'm here with you all the way. Again, join the Discord down below if you guys like to join the community. All right, so here are our rules here. We want to identify a sweep of liquidity with an SMT inside a higher time frame imbalance. I know it sounds like a long, it's two rules in one right there I just read off, but I know it sounds like a mouthful. I'm going to show you exactly here. So all we're going to look for, we're going to start with a 1 hour time frame, by the way. Also, guys, everything with the bread and butter model 2.0 is always going to be New York session first thing in the morning, so AM session. All right, right now I'm actually on Pacific time, so it's going to show Pacific time here. If you are in New York, just know it's 3 hours ahead, so 5 a.m. there would actually be around 8 a.m. New York time, so just keep note of that. All right, so we're on the 1 hour time frame of micro E-mini NASDAQ. You could also go on normal, doesn't matter. I'm just going to show you the micro time frame here. I'm just going to show you the micro chart, same chart, just micros. So we're going to go on the 1 hour here. And as you can see, what we're going to look for, we're going to identify those liquidity highs and lows. And when it comes to having the 2.0 bread and butter strategy to getting A+ setups all the time, we want to identify those hourly highs and lows. Let's go ahead and identify this low here because price is more attracted to this low. We also have this low here, which actually got swept here during pre-market. So let's go ahead and mark that out here just for some more closure right here. We actually did have that liquidity sweep there. So price did sweep that liquidity, okay? And I would say price could be more attracted to this area too because what else are we looking for? A higher time frame imbalance. On the 1 hour time frame, we could see we have this fair value gap inside of this low here on the 1 hour. So let's go ahead and bring this over here. Price actually did tap into this 1 hour fair value gap. We could see a reversal leading up higher to fill this big imbalance here, or we could see price come back down even more and sweep out this low. But that's our kind of our framework for our bias. So we're just identifying the sweep of liquidity where it's likely to draw to or reject off from. So we have our hourly lows, and then we also have our hourly highs. So price is pretty far away, as you could see from this high. So I do think we could probably get a reversal into this imbalance first and have some consolidation in here before we hit this high. But overall, I'm pretty bullish here because we are inside this 1 hour PD array imbalance here, and we swept out this low. What else are we missing? We have that sweep of liquidity. We have a higher time frame imbalance, but we're missing the SMT, right? Well, let's check if we have an SMT. So on the micro chart, this is NASDAQ. So price already swept this low on the S&P 500 and it also swept this low. So if we go ahead and mark out this low, boom. So we actually created a low here, which got swept out, right? Same low that we marked out here. Price has not swept it out yet here. What I'm looking for, cool, hopefully we got a nice little wick of that 5 a.m. candle so far. What we're going to look for is possibly IFVG. Let's go ahead and drop down to the 5 minute. All right, you guys, so now I'm on a smaller time frame here. As you can see, I'm on the 5 minute time frame. It's currently 6:25, 5 minutes before market open, as you can see here. And then if we look here though, we actually, what do we have? Well, I know in the 2.0 model, if you guys seen the first model of, or the first version of Bread and Butter, I actually had market structure shift. In this version, I got rid of market structure shift. Instead, we're just going to wait for a retest of an entry of a what? IFVG. So to keep it more simplified and more efficient, we're going to go ahead and wait for that. So what do we have on the 5-minute? Well, if we look here, look at, we got a smaller time frame SMT here. So we have two SMTs. If I go ahead and highlight this, we got an SMT again here and as well on NASDAQ. So it's going to mark that out. There you go. SMT. That gives us more confirmation that we're in an uptrend. We're going to likely reverse from here, testing at least this range or maybe this high. Let's go ahead and see here, and maybe even these highs as well. So as you can see, what we're going to go ahead and make sure of is, well, on our first version, we would actually be looking for a market structure shift here, which we actually did have. Here, as you can see, we actually do have this nice bearish fair value gap on the 5-minute time frame, by the way, guys. We have this bearish fair value gap, which actually price just reversed here, or not reversed, but closed above it, and we're likely to see a retest here. Okay, hopefully we could get a retest, and as you can see, we still have that market structure shift. If we still want to imply market structure shifts from the first version of this strat, you absolutely can. More confirmation, but again, we're gonna wait for that retest. So we're just gonna wait here. So far we actually did sweep a lower time frame liquidity here, which I do want to see ideally a retest here before we go inside this fair value gap. So let's go ahead and wait here. So price actually came inside of this bearish fair value gap, and I think we are still bullish, although we pushed this high, because on the 1 hour we have this 1 hour fair value gap along with two SMTs, 1 hour SMT and a 5-minute SMT here. So I want to see price retrace back to this, and we're just gonna buy right when price retests that area here, that bullish or bearish fair value gap, right? That's now in an inversion fair value gap. So price then what comes down, taps us in here. Okay, so just say we went buy here. Okay, say if we got a bad fill, our buy should have been right that above that inversion. So all we're gonna wait for is now, cool, we have this bearish fair value gap. We're gonna go ahead and mark out, use a fib and mark this out. Now we have a range here where we could take profit at. So our stops are going to go around here, right at this low for safeness, and also our target will be at first from this high, lower time frame high here, which is our lower time frame liquidity. And then our second take profit would be at the half range of this fair value gap here on the higher time frame, then the high of it, and then even this high. So we could definitely take partials, guys, if you'd like to. We could even put it at the high here. These relative equal points here on the fib are really beneficial too, so go ahead and copy those here, guys. Price is likely to come into this zone. This is also called our OTE. And I want to keep the strategy simple for you guys, but I don't want you to get too confused. So this right here is where price is likely to come to. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up at this 0.79 mark, for example. But yeah, let's go ahead and just get rid of that. So now that's where our take profit would be. So what would that be? That's a 1 to 2.17. Let's go ahead and see how price plays out here. So that high has been hit. So now we have that lower time frame liquidity actually swept here. So boom, there it is. So we have a liquidity sweep on the lower time frame. All right, so that's a partial right there. You could actually take a partial there and secure some of those gains, and then we can go ahead and put our stops at break even, right? So now just see what price plays out. Looks like we're consolidating in this range after the liquidity sweep. Price is bullish because we have those indications of the 1 hour time frame SMT along with the 5-minute and 1 hour fair value gap. Again, so price is kind of just having a hard time getting into this bearish fair value gap. It doesn't really know where to go at the moment, but I know it wants to go higher and get into this fair value gap. And then we actually look at this, guys. This is more indication that we're in a bullish trend for our strategy. If we look here, if we create another imbalance here, which is our bearish fair value gap, if we create another bearish fair value gap and then we close above it, that right there is extra indication that price is definitely going to go to this, or even this high here, or the high of our bearish fair value gap here. So our stops would probably go at this low. Lock in those profits, right? So where does price likely go? Retest that gap one more time before eventually continuing higher, taking profit. So you guys, the best part about the strategy is that if you don't want to take a 5-minute fair value gap, you could always go to a 1 minute if you like to scalp more, or if you're more of a day trader, you could use a 5-minute, or you could use the range between 1 to 5. So you could even do 2-minute inversion fair value gap if you like. We could do a 3-minute, 4-minute, or 5-minute. But again, when it comes to identifying an entry, you want to make sure there's if you use a smaller time frame, you want to make sure you use the furthest away fair value gap. So what I mean by that, if we end up using, let's just say 2-minute, for example, you see how we created this fair value gap here, and we also created one up here. I would personally take this one. You want to make sure we take the most sufficient one, and the one has happened to be this one. It's nice and big, and it's also more higher here. And as you can see, price did take out the liquidity high before tapping into this 2-minute, which actually gave you another long, and it would have been a smaller time frame here. So here stops probably could have been here, or if you want to be a little risky here. And as you can see, targeting that liquidity, almost the same risk reward, and even targeting this imbalance. Look at this, a 1 to 5. Again, that would have been a long trade, but if you're more of a day trader, scalper, boom, there you go. There it is. And that is a span of 20 minutes or so, right? 22 minutes. So with that being said, hope you guys like this video. If you guys want me to do a bearish version of this so that you guys could actually benefit from bearish trades, it's going to be just like this, but flipped. If you guys want another example, let me know. I'll go ahead and show you a bearish example of this strategy. Again, guys, with this strategy, are you going to be looking for sweep of liquidity with SMT, higher time frame imbalance with the 1 to 5 minute inversion fair value gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an inversion on one of those time frames. Hit that like and subscribe if you guys thought this was amazing, because oh my gosh, I'm going to clap for you right now. So since you learned this, since you guys learned this and are going to use a strategy, it's actually a great win rate right now. The 2.0 right now is amazing, guys. This is going to really be beneficial for you. And if you guys, again, want to join the Discord down below, hit the link down below in the description and join that Discord, guys. So with that being said, hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Trade on. Peace out, everybody.